I love those personal stories. I love the little inside detail. I think that's just great. That's exactly what I wanted to hear tonight, so thank you so much for that. You know, since the election, MAGA, M-A-G-A, has taken on a whole new meaning. Make Alexandria go away. For our report from Congress, I'm going to ask a friend of mine to come up here. He's one of the good guys. He's a favorite of North Idaho. He beat out a whole bunch of other people to get this job. Russ Fulcher.
I put some nice here because Senator Risch did such a good job. That's going to take the bulk of my verbiage away because he covered a bunch of this stuff. But folks, here's a quick mental picture from the House through the eyes of a freshman in the minority party in the United States Congress. The Democrats do control the House, but Republicans control the Senate and the executive branch. We have the upper hand on that front. Then you've got this other segment of people through the agencies, senior officials, Senator Risch alluded to this, people that will seemingly say and do anything to try to get this president thrown out. And that is very, very troubling if an unelected group of people can target a United States president elected by the people and orchestrate a way to throw them out. They can target anyone. And that's not a republic anymore. So we're in a very, very critical time at this point. Also, we just want to point out that we had some objectives when we got into this office. And that was, we wanted to promote liberty. We wanted to try to do what we could to put control back more on the local level. And so after surveying this situation and getting plugged in, there's three things I just want to hit. Here's the best way for us in our congressional role to do that. First of all, we need to support this president. That doesn't mean follow him like an absolute disciple. That means that we use our minds, but he needs to be supported. The second thing is we need to let nature take its course with this Democrat Party. Because what Senator Risch said is absolutely true in the sense that when the Democrats took control of the side of the building that I'm on, they didn't have a plan. And so in this particular case, a young lady from New York came in and said, okay, I'm going to put a plan out there. It's called a New Green Deal plan. That is the gift that's going to keep on giving. Okay? And if you want to watch something interesting, watch a couple of strong-willed women bang it out by the name of Nancy and ABC or whatever her initials are. Just let nature take its course on that front. The other thing we need to do is we need to take care of things at home. And that's where you come in, okay? As someone who's running a congressional office, we need to make sure that we've got the best constituent services we could possibly have. We're doing that locally here in Coeur d'Alene, also in Lewiston, also in Meridian. But those precinct committeeman seats, those legislative seats, those city council seats, all of those roles, that's called taking care of business at home. And I told you I was going to abbreviate my comments because Senator Risch did such a good job. I'm going to just fast forward here after making it clear that I just wanted to thank you and encourage you to continue that role of keeping things under control here at home. And I'm going to share a quick story. And this popped in my head about 30 seconds before we're walking up here. But last week, I think, Jim, it was Tuesday, the United States Senate voted on the life after birth bill. And I walked over to the Senate along with some other House colleagues. and had the opportunity to go out on the Senate floor, and you would be proud of your U.S. senators on this issue, because Risch and Crapo stood firm on that. And it's just astounding to me that vote came up short. Now, how in the world you argue on the opposite side of that is amazing to me, but it came up short. So I was walking back by myself, and I was just thinking about that, and I was walking from the Senate side just across over to the House side, and this was after hours. I don't know what time that went down, Jim, but this was after hours. And I was by myself, and I walked through this room. I was hearing my feet echo. It happened to be the rotunda of the United States Capitol, and there was nobody there. And I passed through that, and then it dawned on me where I was. So I turned back around, and I went back in that dome. And I'm sure most of you have probably been there. But most likely it was with packed full of people. But last Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever it was, there was nobody there. So I just sat down on a bench in that rotunda. And strangely, maybe not so strangely, everyone was there. That was a place during the Civil War. They had triage. That's where they conducted triage in the Civil War. Men and women far greater than me lied in state. Folks, we are so blessed. But it's the efforts, like Jim said, it's what is the barrier between what we have, the prosperity we've experienced, and socialism is the Republican Party. If it weren't for you, and if it weren't for what we stand for and the platform we believe in, we would be a socialistic nation. But I agree with the president when he says, America will never be a socialistic nation. It's because of you. Politics and governance is simply the struggle for influence, folks. It's a struggle for influence. And I just want to encourage you to continue that struggle. And know, once again, as Senator Risch said, how comforted we are to know that you have our back. I appreciate you. We appreciate you for that.